Alright, here we're headed into the knife round. Chaos versus Red Reserve. Map 2, Train. We're getting in this knife round here. Red Reserve was able to pick up that first map on cash, and now on this knife round, looks like we're gonna see. Looks like Michael Laley is gonna be able to get his last kill. Yep, and it's gonna be Chaos being able to win the knife round, and will most likely choose CT side. Yep, they will stay. They're gonna stay CT side. Gonna get that CT side for Train, which it is very known that this map is very CT sided, which means that they will have a slight advantage against Red Reserve, who got to choose this map because Train was in fact their pick. Holy shit. Dell rating me with 18 people. What a good guy. Hopefully some of you like Counter-Strike, because I am shoutcasting. But anyways, we're getting into this one. Pistol round starting now. Brolin's going to have this smoke grenade and a flashbang, so that means they're probably going to have some idea of what they want to do with that. Usually you don't just buy that for no reason. And then we're going to see some utility on the other side, but mostly just armor on the side of Chaos. And we're going to see what they're going to do. It looks like the T side is just going to be on a default, spread across the map, see if they can't find some picks, not really committing to either site one way or the other. And we're actually going to see two players set towards the back of inner sight on B, which means that they're kind of just playing more of a retake, see if they can't get a kill early on, and if they do, they do. But look at this. Pleasant already going down. Hampus getting 2 kills here, walking out onto the site. And this is big because now they're going to run out onto A site. They're going to use that smoke to block off any rotates from B. They're going to be able to get some damage onto Relaxa over back in old bomb train area. And they're just going to hold this site. They have 4 players alive. They have the bomb down. They have all the advantage. But Freddy going to be able to get that first kill. Going to get them to push into this site. They're going to start coming up towards Ivy. Going to start clearing angles, making sure they can get onto the site. But with this player is so deep, and yeah, Brolin getting that player in Old Bomb, this is going to make it a lot more difficult in this 2v3. Pushing Twist, he's going to be ready for it, just waiting for them to come around that corner. And this last player by Sandwich, going to have to find Twist, but Twist already looking for it. Going to be able to take that down with ease, and that will be a quick win for Red Reserve. Very well played. Just playing off that double kill from Hampus, that really just opens the round entirely for them, and that gives them the round right there. And now we're going to see a force buy from Chaos, who is going to try to come back and win the round on their own. Michael Laley saving so he can pick up that AWP, and we're going to see Red Reserve with 2 rifles, 2 umps, and a scout. These umps going to be looking for unarmored players, trying to get some damage so they can rack up the money, as those umps get you $600 a piece. And they're going to be playing a little slow. They don't want to just rush out and walk into these pistols. But Hampus already taking some damage there. He's going to be going down a little bit pretty quickly here. But they're going to switch over guns, because with that low HP, you're better off giving him a weaker gun. And it looks like they might set up towards set up some smokes for A here. They haven't really decided yet. They're still just playing slow. There's a lot of contention over by Ivy, but he's backing off now even. So eventually they're going to figure out what they want to do. Get their nades ready, because they have that utility. They have 4 smokes that they can use to block off a lot of these choke points here. And once they use that, it's going to be a lot harder for Chaos to get into the fight, get players in. And they're going to actually rotate a bunch of players over towards inner. They have 3 players already over there, now 4. This 8, if they just decide to take a site here, it's going to be very difficult for Chaos to get back into this one. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to throw these smokes out, and they're just going to run out right out of T-Con here. They're going to be able to take the site fairly easily with only 1 player there by Sandwich to stop anything. He's going to get a kill, though. And will he get a second? He won't. So that's going to be the site for Red Reserve. They're going to get those first couple kills, and they're even going to get the rotate coming over. And these players really don't have much of anything they can do. Michael Laley already has been found. He only has a USP with no armor, so he's not going to be able to do much of anything. And there's going to be 2 players over there. Twist is going to be trying to get this shot long range, just tapping away at this player. Freddy B going to come around from the side, be able to get Michael Laley. He might not know there's another player. He will know. He's rushing towards them, and he's going to get that kill with ease. And those umps doing a lot of damage. 4 of those kills, that's going to be $600 a kill, and that's $2,400 just from those SMGs alone that round. And now that they forced up that round, they're going to be on another save here. They really have to they really can't buy any armor either, which means that now that there's 3 SMGs in play, they're hopefully going to just run out ahead of everyone, get some damage, and just get a lot of money from them. Because the more money they can get, the more players they can keep alive, the better their economy will be coming into these gun rounds, and they'll be able to take some hits from the others. And they're just going to run right out. They have no fear. These SMGs are just going to run straight out, get a couple kills. Look at 3 kills already on those SMGs. One of the AKs will die, so hopefully they can find that, but they're definitely going to clean house. Almost no one dying other than that one player, which is very good for their economy. As you can see, Brolin already up towards almost 8k, Twist at 5,000, Disco Doppelin gonna have to buy up, so he's gonna lose some money there, but Freddy B's still at 6,000 and Hampus at 3,000. They have more than enough money to lose around here or 2 and still be able to buy. However, and they also have full nades. That's what's important, because they can use that utility to take control of the map versus Chaos, who only has 3 smokes and a flashbang remaining, which is gonna mean that they are gonna have a difficult time coming back onto a lot of these sites here, and it's gonna make life a lot more hard. And Brolin already getting that entry pick, Twist running straight out and finding 2 players easily. That's gonna be almost over for this round. Pleasant gonna get 1 kill, but that's about it. That's all he's gonna find. And now we're gonna look at these players working their way into T-Con, trying to find this last player. They don't want him to survive with this M4. They know he has something good, and they don't want him to keep it. He's just gonna play passive. He knows he can't win this one. He has to play back and try to keep this gun for the next round. They won't be able to really buy up, but he needs to keep this gun to try to do some damage, keep their economy in check. Because even now, you can already see, these players have so much money, and if all of them survive, they're really not going to have to buy anything, and they're just going to keep mounting on this money. Brolin will have a ton of money, almost 12,000 after this round, and it's looking like Freddy is going to escape with this M4 here. He's going to be in CT spawn. They're not going to go looking for him. They're just going to keep their guns and make sure their economy gets nice and strong so that, again, they'll be able to lose multiple rounds here. Since if you look at their money, look at this, 12,000, 9,000, another 8,000 on Twist, and they're going to be able to even pull out an AWP on this round. Or they already had one, my apologies. But they're going to be able to pull out full rifles, full utility, and they still have so much money. They can buy 3 rounds almost if they lose like 3 rounds in a row. They have a ton of money, which is going to be very hard for Chaos to stop, because on the CT side, it's much harder to break that economy. Devil is going to run out and get 1, but again, this aggression is just going to mean that they're going to really hold them back from getting into good position. Clay is actually going to find one with that pistol, and Pleasant's going to get another one, bringing it down to a 2v4. This is looking very dangerous, but Twist able to retaliate, get another kill there. And what we really need here is Freddy to make something happen. He spots the player on site. That player knows he's there. There's going to be another one. He might not expect the second player. And that player is going to get that nice headshot on him. A really nice peek coming out from him. Twist in a 1v2. And Pleasant's going to run over towards Ivy. Try to find that M4. He needs to find a gun. But the bomb has been spotted. He doesn't have the bomb. Twist doesn't have it. Relaxa has found it. And I don't know if he's going to really suspect this. There's nothing to say that this player would really come around here. And Twist is going to be in a very difficult position here. Especially with Pleasant running around, he's going to come all around. Twist is going to assume that this other player is going to be somewhere on site. He will not expect both of these players to be in here, I don't think. He might look for one, but I doubt he's going to be expecting both of them. And now Pleasant running up towards the top. He's going to find him, shoot him in the back of the head, and that is a round 1 from Chaos that they probably shouldn't have. Red Reserve playing a little too aggressive, running out of sight, and they get maybe a pick or 2. They get that first pick, but once they get that, they kind of just keep going, and they get picked off one at a time, and there weren't any trades coming in from Red Reserve, so Chaos is easily able to run away with that round, and they're going to come out with the double op here. This is an interesting move, because they can put one of these on each of the sites, and unlike a lot of maps, the double op is very viable on this map train here, because there's a lot of long ways to look down, and a lot of long sights and angles to hold with the op. And we're going to see, and now Chaos has tons of utility too, so they can use this to hold off enemies. He's going to just jump straight down there. Bolin just runs down there and just absolutely overpowers Relaxa. Probably should have been able to get that kill, but maybe just wasn't expecting a play like that. But that first pick is going to be vital, because now they can kind of just feel the map out. They're going to pull even a rotate over with just shooting a couple bullets over by B. But the thing is, they're getting ready here. They're gearing up. They have a player watching for the A main push. But once they start pushing out, they get this frag. That's going to be their cue to push out. That one player in connector is going to try to get onto site. And it looks like they've thrown some smokes, but they haven't just pushed out yet. They don't want to make it obvious what they're doing yet. They might even fall back. But at the moment, it looks like they're just going to feel out what they're doing. And Chaos is not even going to really... They know that A is clear. They know no one's running out here yet. So they're going to try to group up people and try to maybe trap them in upper, because they have no one really watching that ladder. And Red Reserve could get caught off right here. But they do have the one player going up towards upper. He is watching it now. He's kind of just watching their flank, and it looks like eventually this is going to be a B take of some sorts. Yep, here it comes. They're running out onto the site now. They're going to take control of site. They're going to put the bomb down really uncontested, because that player that was on B is all the way back in CT spawn playing very passive, and this is going to be an easy bomb plant, and it's going to be a 3v4, and or 3v5, my apologies, but they really can't do anything. They're going to have to save here with these two ops, a lot more difficult to retake, and they're probably just going to keep these guns, and yep, as I say that, the two ops are already leaving towards the Ivy position and over by the back train area, and just kind of holding on to these long angles, hoping to keep these alive for the next round, because they do not want to lose this. And this peek is actually going to be really good. He almost catches Pleasant off guard. And Pleasant's going to have to run away, but he's going to have his teammate here to support him. They're going to most likely be able to hold on to these guns. We will see, though, because there is a chance they lose them. And all 5 players staying alive for Red Reserves, which means that even before when, well, as I say that, one goes down, but with 4 players alive, they are able to save, again, a lot of money. But we saw like them having to use a decent amount of money to be able to rebuy into this round. But again, with so many people surviving, they don't really have to invest too much again into this round. They can just buy up an AK and a couple extra nades that they used, but they're going to have a lot of their money still remaining. And if you look at the other side, Chaos, if they lose this round, they're going to have to be on a save, because they're only going to get $1,900. And if you look at all these players, that's going to be pretty much all the money they have. Hampus hitting that player through the wall. And that's going to be important, because that damage, you always want to try to get that early round damage, whether it's with nades or wallbangs, but it won't really come to effect for a little bit. However, this flashbang is allowing, I believe it was Devilwalk, yes, he's been able to get into A main, which is very important. Now he has a lot of control here. He knows that there's no one lining up in here. He knows there could be players with smokes over towards despawn, but him holding this angle means that they have an early warning, almost alarm system of when it could be an A push, and they're kind of but the problem is they're not even really pushing this. They're more pushing towards the Ivy side of the map. They have a player getting ready to go into Pop Dog, and it's going to be coming from every spot but there, and they're going to rush out of here. Relaxa will get one, but that's all he's going to be able to find, and they're going to push out towards the green train. Freddy B is going to find another right here as he pushes out, and Hampus finds another. Devilwalk was able to get one, but he was immediately traded there. And now it's a 2v3. They have the entirety of A site. They may not know it yet, but eventually once they start clearing things, they will realize it. And they're going to have this whole site here for themselves, and the retake is going to be on the shoulders of Michael Lele and Freddy, one of which is an upper B area, and he's going to try to come from the other side, and the other plays by Old Bomb. So it's just going to be patience. I don't even know if they're going to go for this one, to be honest with you. Depending on if Hampus gets picked off right here, but the thing is he's waiting for this. He's expecting this. He's looking for this. And as long as he holds this and plays patiently, he will find this kill. Freddy's going to go down, and that's going to leave Michael A with really no choice other than to try to save this op here. He's going to have to try to hold down to this for the next round to try to give their team any chance of winning the next round, because without this op, they really don't have much of a chance. These players are going to be able to keep their weapons as well. No one's really going to be hunting. I'm surprised a little bit that we don't see some hunting from reserve, but they're just trying to keep their money. They know that it's all about the economy, and especially against players on the CT side, it's much harder for them to keep their money, so they're not going to be too concerned knowing that it's going to be maybe the one player with the saved op, but other than that, we might see an upgraded pistol or two, and that's about it. So they know there shouldn't be too much opposition. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do something fast again. Try to overwhelm these players, and if they know, because Michael Lele is the opper, so if they know that he's got this off, they might just go for some rush and try to overwhelm whoever's there, if not him as well. But Michael Lele gonna find that early pick on Twist. He probably, well, he wasn't expecting, because he wasn't looking towards that upper area, which means that he's pretty immediately picked off. Devilwalk's gonna find another, but Freddy B through that smoke, gonna keep them honest, and he's gonna keep them in this round. Not gonna let them just get away with this yet. And Freddy B through the smoke, here's that scope, and he's gonna be able to run through this, take a lot of control here, and they're gonna be running towards CT spawn to try to stop him from getting any more control. But he's gonna be looking for this. But now he's running back. He knows better. He knows there's gonna be people coming. He backs off a little bit, but he must hear them. He must know that they're here. He even is gonna get that spray. He knows another one's there now. He's gonna get that second kill, and that pretty much gives him the round. And he's even gonna find Pleasant, get that final kill, a nice 4K on the round for him. And he does a brilliant job of bringing that round back when they had a small disadvantage towards the start. He turns that around and is able to get them the round essentially. He's doing very well. He's 11-2 right now. performing very well. But if you look at the other side, we see someone like Freddy, who we'd like to see doing well, but he's only 1 in 7 right now, which he needs to fix. He's got to get some kills on the board. He's needed to help his team do something about these round losses, because they are down a significant amount. They're just going to run straight out. They don't care. They ran all the way through 3 players just straight out that ladder room. And Michael ESEA will be able to trade 1, but that's it. And they're going to be able to get this bomb down, and they're going to be able to play the post plant. It's a 4v3 retake, and again, it's going to be difficult for them to get this, because they already have players looking where 2 of them would be coming from. And I don't even know if they'll go for this. They're going to have to really make something special happen here. Because unless Michael ESEA can find a pick here, these 2 players upper might just wait and just play for the save. And they might just try to get some exits here, maybe do some damage to the economy of Red Reserve. But with the time dwindling down, nothing being done, it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. They're just going to play passive, going to have to save these guns, but you have to ask yourself, at what point do you start going for this? You only have 1 round, and you're on a very CD-sided map. You have to get something done eventually. Relaxa will get 1, but again, that's a very small consolation prize, considering that the money really isn't an issue for Red Reserve. The issue is chaos. You might have liked to see him just try to keep that gun rather than throwing it away like that, but we'll see what they do. And again, you have this op in this M4. Do you force up with this? You don't really have a lot of money, and they're gonna call a timeout here. But you have to ask yourself, do you have the rounds? Do you want to just go for a round? Do you force up here, try to force your way in to get some rounds, try to do something, a set strategy with maybe some SMGs and some utility or something of that nature? Or do you save here? Do you play it safe, try to get some guns and try to give yourself a better shot at winning in another round, but more or less concede to giving away a round? But then again, with an op and an M4, you can't necessarily say the round is just over. And they're kind of just discussing. It looks like they're going to just go for some pistols and Kevlar, as we see Devil and the other players join him in just buying some pistols, some Kevlar, a Deagle with no Kevlar, and they're just going to keep it at that. Try to do the best they can to get this round with what they have, and if they don't, they'll have more than enough money to buy up next round. But then it's like, the thing is, you look at Red Reserve's money right now. We're on the 10th round, there's 5 rounds left. But I can't see them running out of money unless they just lose like 4 of the rounds in a row here. It's going to be very hard to get rid of this money on Red Reserve, because if they have to get like no plants and lose just straight 3 in a row, because they have over 10,000 on 2 players, almost 10,000 on another 2, and then they have 5,000 on the last one. So again, you're going to want to see Red Reserve really has just played the economy well. They've used their money well, and you're going to want to see Chaos try to break this as best they can. But at this point, you don't even know if they really can, considering the situation they're in. And it's looking like Red Reserve is going to be pulling away with this one almost. They're going to get that first kill, and we're going to see Twist kind of just peeking around by the ladder position, just looking to see if he can find someone. And there is someone down there. No, there isn't. Yes, there is someone down there just lurking below him. But he doesn't necessarily know that yet, and if he jumps down with that op, he might give away a gun. But for now, they're just going to wait, and it looks like they're actually maybe going to head towards B here. Looks like they're walking their way towards upper, and if they do head towards B, it won't give them any benefit, considering there are 2 players on each side, really. However, this one player pushing through Ivy might spot this. Hampus getting that kill in the ladder room is going to pull one of the B players over, actually. And this is very good for Red Reserve, because now they only have to deal with 1 of these players. It is Freddy, so he does have that M4 and a kit, which means that he can do something about this. But it looks like even now, they can't really decide what they want to do. They're going back and forth. They're not really sure. But it looks like they're setting their minds on this play at B. And the thing is, with this push through Ivy, they know it's B. So they're sending over that other A player to B. They have 2 on here now. The op is watching upper. He's going to get a kill, and this is going to get a lot very dangerous now. He gets 2, and then there's a kill from behind. Finally the kill comes out on sight, so thankfully Freddy isn't able to do too much with that M4, but now it's a 1v2, 10 seconds left. This bomb has to go down, and it will, but it's a 1v1. Twist with the op, he's going to run away, the bomb is planted for him, and now Devil Walk has to figure out where he is. He has no kit, but his teammate did die on sight with one, so that should have been called out. He really just needs to figure out where Twist is and try his best to not just get immediately killed without being able to find him. Twist just going to be watching this cross, really. He doesn't really know. He's going to get caught out with the molly, opt pretty easily by Twist, and that's going to be another round for Red Reserve. Chaos making it close, but again, you do a lot of damage, but it doesn't really affect Red Reserve at this point. They have so much money. They still have, even with that, they've lost everyone but one player. They still have Twist on 13,000, another player with 10,000. Essentially, it looks like they have the exact same amount of money they had last round, and they've just bought up entirely. However, we will see the double up coming back out from Chaos. They're going to try to make something happen with this. They're going to try to see if they can do a little extra damage. Mike Lely is going to find a player off the bat. Devilwalk taking some damage in return, but other than that, there's no retaliation from Red Reserve. We're going to see, again, just some peeking around towards the ladder, just prying. They have lost one, and Relax is going to get another one through that smoke. He must have spotted him in his leg, but off being spotted by Clay is going to easily get that kill, and it's gone down to a 2v5 very fast. Chaos has gotten a lot of picks this round, just simply playing passive and letting Red Reserve walk into them. There hasn't been any real trade frags. No one's really been able to trade any of these kills, and that's just been just thanks to some good play from Chaos and Red Reserve really not being in the best of positions to do any trading. But Disco Toplin walking through on a site. He's going to find this player Cloud, and he knows there's a player behind him. If he finds this kill, they have the B site now, and they can possibly win this round. You wouldn't expect it before, but the thing is, this bomb might get caught off. Nope, he's going to get on site. The player did not find that, but he's going to be hurt, and he's going to get caught out easily. The bomb will go down. It's in a 2v2 situation now. It was 2v5. This is going out of hand for Chaos. They really had this one pretty much locked up, but they've kind of thrown that away now. It's going to be a rather difficult round to come back into. Relaxa might get caught out here, but no, he's going to catch Disco Doppler out, in fact. And now it's going to be a 1v2 for Brolin. He gets that first kill, but Mike Lely knows where he is, and he's going to catch him out easily there. Brolin just looking the complete wrong way. I don't know where he was looking. Maybe he just didn't know where the flash came from, but he's going to get spotted, taken down, and he's just going to be executed with that up. The bomb will be defused, and that's going to be a round for Chaos, which is a desperately needed round. That's the first round they've gotten in a long time. The last round they got was over around 5 rounds ago. There's 5 rounds of space in between that round and the round they won last. And we're going to see another easily full buy coming out from Red Reserve, but here comes the problem for Chaos. If they lose this next round, their money loss bonus goes all the way back down. So they're going to be down to $1,400 only if they lose this round, which means if you look at this money, oh, that double nade really doing a lot of damage on players. There's going to be a trade coming up over here, but like I said, if they lose this round, Devilwalk's only going to get $1,400. Everyone's only going to get $1,400, and you look at all this money, 700, 800, 100, 150. That means that a lot of these players will only have around $1,500, which is not enough to buy. And a lot of times when players have almost nothing to buy, they can't save and buy the next round. They have to force buy, because no matter what, it's going to take 2 rounds of saving up money to be able to get a buy-in. And you just don't want to be in that situation. As Chaos, you want to make sure you get the follow-up round, and it's already looking difficult as one player has been traded, which is a lot more advantageous for Red Reserve, and now another one traded, so it's going to be 3v3, but Devilwalk low, which is going to be a problem. And the problem with trading on the CT side evenly is that you have to spread thin and you have to defend a lot more area with less people. However, Mike Lely is going to make sure that's fixed, and then as I say that, immediately traded back. It's going to be a 2v2 on the A-bomb site. No one needs to rotate. Both these players are already here, ready for this push. But let's see, will Red Reserve expect these players here? And they will. They'll both get a kill in sync. They're going to be able to clean that one up very easily, and both those players getting those kills is very important. And as I pointed out earlier, Freddy still not doing very well. He's still at 1 in 10. He has yet to get past that 1 kill mark. He's gotten an assist or so, but other than that, he really hasn't been being able to do much, and he needs to pick it up so his team can get these last few rounds. And like I said, they had to force buy there because they were reset in terms of their money, and they're going to play a little aggressive here, try to catch this player off, and both of those aggressive plays aren't going to really work out. There's going to be a 1-for-1 trade over on the B side, but other than that, there's still going to be a man down. He's going to get this AK though, and he has some utility, he has the armor, he can make something of this. He knows it's not B, his teammates can rotate over towards the A site, and he's going to try to make something happen towards Pop Dog. And the problem is, they don't have a lot of control of A, but since all the other players are over towards the Ivy side, they don't have to worry too much about that. And it looks like there's some confrontation happening over by Sandwich. We're going to check this out. Relaxa's looking around over here, but he's not going to really see anything because that player's gone upper. But Pleasant's going to get that deagle kill over towards Ivy. Does he know there's 2 more players is the question, because if he does, he can use his deagle to try to get another one here. But if he doesn't know, he might be caught off guard by this. He's just holding the angle, looking around, and he's trying to wait for these players. He's trying to play as passive as he can, play with his teammates because they know they need trades. But this player coming out of a main might be a surprise, but he will be caught off guard. Relaxa is finally caught. He is sneaky flank, does not work out. And this player trying to come around Pleasant as well, making too much noise, immediately spotted out. And this last player is also over there, and he looks like he might get caught out by the same player. Brolin might be able to find this job, but nope, Freddy B gonna catch him trying to cross over to the site. That's gonna be another round for Red Reserve. And again, now we're gonna see Chaos save here. They can't do anything. Like I said, they forced spot last round because they were hoping to get the round win, but even with that force spy, they are still gonna be poor, and they really have to save. But they're gonna force here. Freddy Dog, for some reason, buying up a CZ. That is not the best decision. Maybe a misclick or something, but he forces up, and maybe it's just because they're just gonna do a little rush here. They're just gonna kind of just try to get this round over with, maybe try to get a pick or two, but they're just gonna completely rush. This is gonna be a terrible spray down in terms of the fact that they're just gonna get absolutely massacred. Well done by Brolin there, just holding down mouse 1, and they're gonna easily pick that one up. And now the problem with that buy up from Freddy is he only has $2,400. The rest of his teammates gonna be able to get an M4s. A couple of them have utility, but he's gonna be stuck with an ump and armor. One flashbang on him, and that's why you really just don't want to see those kind of force spies. It's just not very effective for your team in terms of economy. And if you thought that first one was one-sided, this one is really just continuing to spiral out of control for Chaos. Immediately, again, Twist getting that pick on Devil Walk and allowing them to get a little bit of an advantage further on. That boost up on and above that smoke. Freddy doesn't see it coming, and then Michael Lely is going to get a pick on the other side of the map. Pleasant going to get another one on A, and now this one has immediately turned around. We started off with a pick for the Red Reserve, and we thought that they were looking good to maybe pull ahead with this round, but it looks like Chaos is having none of it. They're trying to get this third round on the board. They do not want to stop this one and lose this one without putting up a fight. But the problem is they only have one player on B. Yes, they have one by connector, but the thing is they're split up. So no matter what site they go to, they're going to be running into possibly a 1v2 or a 2v2, but nothing more than that. They don't have to worry about these other A players. And they're going to use their nades, they're going to use their Molotovs, run out on site. They're going to get that first pick too, and this other player has gotten out onto the site, but they're going to get this bomb down. It's going to be a 2v3 retake situation. The bomb will go down before these players can get in any positions. But the problem is they're both on site. Do they know that? Michael Lely getting that kill through the smoke. Do they know this last player is on site? They're going to try to pinch on site. He's going to go low. Disco is going to get that kill, but immediately traded by Michael Lely, getting ready there and easily able to dispatch of him. That's going to be a nice half right there. Michael Lely going to get this defuse even though he doesn't have a kit. He has more than enough time, and we're going to go into this half 3-12 in favor of Red Reserve. But the problem is, you want to look at the positive side of it, but you really can't do that. It's 3-12. This is a CT-sided map. If it was the other way around, if Red Reserve had gotten 12 rounds on their CT side, you say, well, yes, it's a CT-sided map, and there's still some type of chance that maybe Chaos can come back on their CT side, play very well, but it's going to be very difficult on their T side to make this comeback happen. So we'll see if they can, but it's not looking likely, and we're going to see, it looks like only one player buying utility. We're going to see Flashbang from Devil Walk, and he's going to drop 2 P250s for his teammates with armor. And we're going to see one kit on the side of Red Reserve. And it looks like there's also smoke. I don't know if they have a set idea for that, but these flashes are going to be used to walk out onto the B site. They're going to try to take control of inner. They haven't checked this corner yet. He's going to get a kill. 3 kills from Hampus, and then a kill from Twist to follow that up. And this is looking pretty much over. He's going to get this 4th kill here, and that was a perfect round from Hampus. Just getting those nice headshots on those players and easily able to win that round for his team. And that was just perfect. That's what you want to see when you're holding a site. Red Reserve easily able to dispatch of Chaos trying to push out on the site. They had a set strat, but Chaos was just easily countered. They didn't check that corner, and that just kind of threw the round away for them because he was able to get so many kills from that position without being traded. And with that round, it's pretty much looking over at this point. Chaos has very, very, very low odds of coming back into this one, especially because they didn't get the bomb plant, so they're going to be forcing up into this round. And unless they win this, they're going to be down 14-3. And if the problem with that is you lose this round, and then you're still going to be low on money, and there's just going to be force buys. Pretty much see some shots being traded here. Hampus going to get a kill and do lots of damage to Michael Lily. But there's going to be he's going to take some damage, but really no trade coming in. Twist's going to do some damage onto Freddy, and this nade might get him here. Nope, not going to, but that shot through the wall will finish him off. We're going to see Michael Lely is going to go down from Freddy B pushing upward with that MP7, and now it's going to be down to these last two players with some Deagles and some Kevlar. Not much they're going to be able to do with that as Freddy B dispatches of another one in upper, and this last player is just going to be hiding out over by, looks like he's somewhere around the T-Con area. I can't tell if he's T-Con or if he's up on top. It looks like he's up on top waiting, and Twist might get caught out here. He will, but Twist, having the health advantage, is going to take a shot and then immediately trade one back and kill him there while running. Well done by him, well done by Red Reserve, and like I said, now Chaos, again, so little money, and it's 3 to 14. You can't really afford to save here. You need to get rounds on the board. You can't just give up rounds, so they're just going to be stuck in this perpetual cycle of forcing until they win one or until the game is over. Devilwalk with a nice shot through that wall at the very beginning to get a man advantage for them, but they're going to need a lot more than that. They're going to need to kill everyone. We've seen before, it is not over until it is over. Anything can happen, so we're going to want to see Chaos do a little bit more, maybe get some kills across the map. And again, with these Deagles here, they don't have a lot of options. They can't play too aggressive because it's hard to just rush out with a Deagle because you have to be very precise. Usually want to go for the headshots, and you can't really take too much of range against these rifles. But Freddy there through the wall with the Deagle spam, able to pick up that one player, but the problem is the other Freddy has picked up a kill on his teammate in upper, and we're gonna see the two of these players, with one of them with the bomb kind of just hanging out in upper area, another player over towards the A side looking around into A site, and it looks like they're going to back off from B. They're going to, looks like, try to take some control towards A side and eventually push out onto the side. Michael Ailey over towards Ivy, not going to find anything. He's going to be found by Twist, which is a very big kill because it removes that advantage. Devilwalk, however, going to trade that. Disco Doppelin with the FAMAS at range, able to get that kill, but Freddy's picked up an M4, which means they have a pretty good shot at trying to take this round. But he's watching the angle, he's expecting the player, and he's going to get traded. Freddy gets that kill. We needed to see the other Freddy on Red Reserve die there, but it's not going to happen. He's going to kill his arch nemesis Freddy from Chaos. That's going to give way to the last kill of that round, which gives Red Reserve their 15th round of the game. And it looks like this second map is going to be pretty much swept out from Red Reserve fairly easily, or not from Reserve. Red Reserve will be taking this map and sweeping it out from Chaos, and in fact the series, as it is already 1-0 with Red Reserve winning that first one. And the thing is, the first map was a little one-sided, but it was fairly competitive. But Chaos has really just been completely out of this one. Hasn't even really been competition. But Michael Lele with that shot there, getting a Deagle kill. But again, we've seen teams get that first pick and lose the round. So that first pick, while important, doesn't necessarily mean they've won the round. And as I say that, Brolin already trading that kill. Disco Doppelin gonna get another one here. And we're gonna want to switch to a player here, not want to stare at the floor of a dead body. But we're gonna see Hampus get that extra kill, finally find that third one with Brolin, and that's going to be a very clean sweep by Red Reserve, able to dispatch of Chaos fairly easily in a one-sided affair, 6